Are you ready? I hope so. Because it would be a shame if you missed out and were left behind. What you are about to discover is going to blow away all your preconceived notions of what it means to have, do, and be anything and everything you want in life. A new house or vacation home, a new car, a soulmate, a career filled with fame and fortune, a better paying, more fulfilling job with more respect. All these can be yours once you know the secret of the ages to attracting them into your life. Watch this entire video and you're about to discover one of the single greatest yet little-known secrets to manifesting. Please understand my message is not some get-rich-quick scheme. That's not how I operate. When I say manifesting, I'm talking about intentionally attracting the things you want in life, no matter how unrealistic they may seem to be at present. Some people may call these miracles. Use this method, employ this one secret, and I guarantee you'll call them your reality. Surprisingly, it's far simpler than you've been led to believe. No matter how disillusioned or jaded you've become, no matter what area in life you're currently struggling, no matter what it is you want, whether it's money, health, relationships, attracting a soulmate, or releasing persistent energy blocks that hold you back, in this short video, you have stumbled onto the answer. A true solution. This secret could be the key to having the wealth, success, fulfilling, debt-free, and purpose-rich life you've imagined for yourself all these years. The beauty is, this one method can be used by anyone, anywhere, at any time, for anything. But first, a word of warning. You may find the information contained within this video oddly disturbing. It'll haunt you unlike anything you've ever experienced before. Why? Because until you at least try for yourself the unusual method I'm about to share, you'll never quite understand. And in my opinion, that would be a travesty. You'll never understand what it means to live a life of true abundance. You'll never understand what it feels like to intentfully, to deliberately, to truly create your reality on demand. You'll never understand what it's like to expect and, more importantly, receive a miracle. You'll never know what it's like to effortlessly draw to you the things you've always wanted: money, health, travel, love, prosperity, relationships, freedom. Even more so, you'll never know how people like Oprah, Deepak Chopra, Russell Simmons, Wayne Dyer, and countless other evolved celebrities achieve so much in their life. If you don't at least try, I believe you'll be missing out on so much, and I can't have that on my conscience. Which is why I created this special video. Hi, my name's Zoe. You've probably heard of me. I'm a life coach, author, public speaker, entrepreneur, and reality hacker. Trust me, it wasn't always like this, but today I show people how to get whatever they desire in life using a little-known, rarely understood method. However, today my job in this short presentation is simple: to be a wake-up call. My job is to provoke you, to wake up and connect with that part of you that already knows exactly how to manifest reality. Because if you're watching right now, I'm betting until now, you're not exactly happy with the results you've been manifesting to date. Perhaps the universe hasn't been responding. Or perhaps it is responding, but not in the way you intended or expected. Or perhaps you've hit a plateau and your existing personal growth practices, such as meditation, affirmations, reading books on the law of attraction, or personal development seminars are no longer working. No matter, because I believe there are no coincidences. I believe you're watching this video right now for a reason. And while I may not be aware of that reason, you are. Which is why you'll want to watch this entire video to the end. Because watching this video alone has produced some pretty miraculous results, which I'll get to in a moment. Before we get started, I urge you to bookmark this page and come back to this video as often as you wish. Students and clients have told me just listening to my words over and over again awakens something inside them. Something very clear, very strong, and undeniably powerful. And as a result, they're connecting with that part of them that knows how to attract the things they want, need, and desire. Even more so, it opens up, maybe for the first time, a direct communication path between you and universe. So close the door, mute the cell phone, and close down all the other tabs on your browser. If you've been struggling manifesting the things you want in life, if you're continually coming up short, I want you to know one thing. There's hope. I'm in your corner. Allow me for the next few minutes to be your coach, your trail guide. Because I've been where you want to go. The good news is you won't have to experience all the hard times I experienced. You won't have to go through any of the pain, frustration, and disappointment I went through to learn what I'm about to share with you today. Actually, it'll be kind of fun because you're about to learn something that not just can, but will change your life when you let it. Something you can use over and over again anytime you want it. So what is this powerful manifesting skill I speak of? It's called cosmic ordering. Now, if you say, Zoe, I've tried cosmic ordering. I've tried The Secret. I've tried the law of attraction. I've tried all that law of abundance stuff, and none of it works. Believe me, I understand where you're coming from. You see, I've been there. About 9 years ago, with the highest of hopes and dreams, I was recruited into this network marketing company. And one day, my sponsor was really excited and sat us all down to watch this movie. You can guess what it was. It was none other than The Secret. At the time, I had never heard of such a thing. I was also so inspired. I was hooked. It was at that moment I started what became my quest. I would go to all the seminars and trainings. I'd meditate for hours. I'd journal. I'd do my vision boards. Unfortunately, I was deluding myself. The truth was, I was failing. Big time. I wasn't selling. I wasn't recruiting. Undiscouraged, I doubled down. But the harder I tried, the more I failed. I couldn't catch a break if my life depended on it. All the while, I racked up my credit cards on companies' trainings, trips, products, my rent, and living expenses. I can vividly remember using 3 credit cards to pay for a single $67 training. I was so over my head. At the end of my rope, desperate, my sponsor would not take my calls. The company would not take their products back. So I tried unloading my product inventory on eBay. Boy, did that get me in hot water legally. But it got worse. It was 2008 when the recession hit, and I got evicted. It couldn't have come at a worse time. So now I'm living in my car, broke, all done, in tears. Maybe you've been there. Still, whenever I could, I'd go to free trainings and meetups in my area looking for clues, inspiration, ideas. At lunch breaks, instead of going out with others to a local restaurant, I'd sneak back a few blocks away to my car alone to eat crackers. I'd spend my days out of the cold in libraries, coffee shops, and bookstores. Anything to pull me out of the hole I was in. At night, I'd park under a streetlight, wearing my hat, coat, and gloves, reading personal development books until my eyes got heavy. But it didn't matter how many books I read. The reality of my circumstances was sinking in. I was truly homeless. I had no money. I was malnourished. Now, if you think I was bitter at this point, the truth is, I wasn't. Angry? Yes. Frustrated? You bet. Scared? Definitely. And it's precisely at this point I had the first of many earth-shaking epiphanies. I'll tell you more about it in a moment, but for now, let me tell you what happened. It was cold that night. I was in the middle of a Walmart parking lot under a parking light. I'm literally shaking my fist at the sky, talking to whoever is up there about my plight. And something hit me, a strange kind of peace I had never experienced before. I truly, for the first time in my life, felt like I was connected with the universe. As I looked up at the sky, in the silence of the night, with a billion of stars all around, I was in complete awe. I was humbled. And that's when I respectfully, gratefully, in complete faith, expectation, and trust, made a simple request. You can imagine what my request was. Food. Just minutes later, literally minutes later, nothing short of a miracle occurred. A rather affluent-looking woman walked up to me and asked me if everything was all right. She'd seen me yelling at the sky and was concerned. Embarrassed and caught by surprise, I sheepishly looked around and said, yes. She asked me if I needed anything, and I replied I could use a small bite to eat. A small bite to eat? Of course, I was starving, but I'm not one to beg. She walked with me over to a 24-hour convenience store and said I could buy whatever we could both carry back to my car. Can you imagine? I hadn't had real food in days, and here she was, paying for what must have been $50 in groceries. She was an angel. I was so grateful. To this day, that peace has never left me. Now, if you're listening right now, you may think that was the day I hit bottom. Actually, that day was probably the greatest day of my life. Why? Because looking back, that was the day when I knew everything was going to turn out all right. Maybe, listening to my words, you've experienced a similar feeling. In my case, I had finally discovered how to communicate with the universe. Not only had I discovered how to have a two-way conversation with the universe, I had discovered the way to get it to fulfill my requests. And I want to share 3 of the biggest secrets I've learned right now. You can put away all your books and CDs on manifesting. You won't find what I'm about to tell you in them. Now, before I continue, we need to clear up a few things, especially when it comes to what doesn't work. First, trust me. Throwing tantrums, yelling, and shaking your fist at the universe does not work. Nor does demanding things like, "Hey, universe, give me my money now." Neither does issuing "do this or else" ultimatums. Ask me how I know. The universe uses a different method, one I think you'll find very intriguing. As the movie The Secret revealed, it's a method that's been kept hidden for centuries, if not thousands of years. In the next few moments, let me share with you what I know about the cosmic ordering. There are many books by lots of, I'm sure, well-meaning authors who say cosmic ordering can be broken down into just 2 parts. Number 1, asking. Number 2, receiving. However, if you've tried this and it hasn't worked, I can appreciate. It didn't work like that for me either. Besides leaving out a number of significant distinctions essential to you receiving what you ask for, there's one major phase which has been left out. And it's this phase that makes all the difference. Right after the affluent lady had blessed me with those groceries and we said goodbye to each other, I slept good that night, having eaten to my heart's content. The next morning, I awoke feeling as if I had next awoken from a very strange dream. I was trying to process what had just happened, because clearly something did. Now, let me be crystal clear about something. What you're about to discover is not just based upon my own experience. As you'll see, it's been verified by the experiences of several thousand other people. As a direct result of my experience, I felt like I was called to share this transformational information with the world. So that's what I've been doing for the past few years. Now, as best as I can describe it with mere words, here's what I experienced. And it's the piece almost everyone overlooks about cosmic ordering. Between the asking and the receiving is the state, the feeling of knowing. Now, when I say knowing, it sounds like I'm talking about something that you should be thinking about when you're asking the universe for what you want. Like, just think about what you want really hard and concentrate. That's exactly not what I'm saying. At all. That way doesn't work either. In my life, knowing is translated as a profound feeling that comes from within. An easy, effortless feeling of certainty and trust the universe is in the process of fulfilling what it is you ask for. Now, when I say this during...
Thanks for watching. Click the link below to visit our website.